English!
Don't worry, even if you don't know English, you can learn from English Talk Together channel.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. We are so happy to have you here with us today. If you're looking to make your English sound more natural and flow just like a native speaker, you are in the right place.
Exactly. Today we have a very special lesson. We are diving deep into how to talk about your day from the moment you open your eyes until you hit the pillow at night.
Oh, I love this topic. It's something we use every single day, right? Whether you're chatting with a colleague or meeting a new friend, people always ask, so what does a typical day look like for you?
They do. And it sounds simple, but there are so many great verbs and specific phrases that can really level up your English. We aren't just going to give you a list of words. We're going to show you how to use them in real conversations.
Perfect. I'm ready to learn. And hey, if you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep making these lessons for you.
Nice plug, Jack. Okay, let's get started. We're going to break this down into 4 main parts: the morning, the workday, the evening, and the night.
Let's start at the very beginning, the crack of dawn. Emma, what's the very first thing that happens in your house?
Well, usually the first thing is that my alarm goes off.
Goes off. That's a good phrasal verb. It means the alarm starts making noise, right?
Right. My alarm goes off at 6:15 a.m. And I'll be honest, Jack, I don't usually get up right away. I hit the snooze button.
Oh, I'm the same. I hit snooze at least twice. So for everyone watching, hitting the snooze button means you stop the alarm for 5 or 10 minutes so you can sleep a little longer.
It's a dangerous habit. But once I finally stop hitting snooze, I wake up. Now, there's a difference between waking up and getting up, isn't there?
That's a great point. I think a lot of learners get those mixed up. Can you explain the difference?
Sure. Waking up is when you open your eyes and you are no longer sleeping. But getting up is when you actually physically leave the bed and start your day.
Ah, okay. So I might wake up at 7, but I don't actually get up until 7:15 because I'm scrolling on my phone.
Exactly. Scrolling on my phone. That's what most of us do now, right? We check our notifications or look at the news while we're still under the covers.
It's a tough habit to break. So after you get out of bed, what's the next step in the Emma routine?
I head straight to the kitchen. I'm a bit of a zombie until I have my coffee, so I brew some coffee.
Brew some coffee. I like that. You can also say make coffee, but brew sounds so much more professional, like a barista.
It does feel fancy. While the coffee is brewing, I usually stretch a little bit. It helps my body feel awake. Do you do any morning exercises, Jack?
I try to. I wouldn't call it a full workout, but I do some light stretching or maybe a few push-ups if I'm feeling energetic. It really helps get the blood flowing.
That's impressive. I usually just wait for the caffeine to kick in. Once I've had a few sips of coffee, I feel like a human again. Then it's time for the bathroom routine.
Okay, let's talk about that. This is where we use a lot of reflexive type actions or very specific verbs.
Right. The first thing I do is wash my face. I use a gentle cleanser to feel refreshed. Then, of course, I brush my teeth.
Essential. Don't forget the flossing.
Yes, and I floss too. Then I jump in the shower. Or we can say take a shower.
Is there a difference between taking a shower and having a shower? I hear both.
Honestly, Jack, they mean the exact same thing. In American English, we usually say take a shower. In British English, have a shower is very common. Both are 100% correct.
Good to know. While you're in the shower, you're using soap and shampoo, right?
Exactly. I wash my hair and rinse off. When I get out, I lather on some lotion because my skin gets dry in the morning.
Lather on. That's a great descriptive word. It means to put a lot of cream or soap on.
Yes. And after that, I dry my hair with a hair dryer. Jack, I assume you don't spend much time on your hair.
Hey, I have some hair, but you're right. It takes me about 30 seconds. I just use a little bit of hair gel to style it so I don't look like I just rolled out of bed.
Well, you always look very sharp. Once the hair is done, I have to pick out my outfit. I look in my closet and decide what to wear.
Do you plan your outfits the night before, or are you a decide-in-the-moment kind of person?
I wish I was organized enough to do it the night before. Usually, I just stand there for 5 minutes thinking. Once I choose, I get dressed.
Get dressed. Simple and effective. And if you're putting on something specific, like a coat or a hat, you say, put on.
Right. I put on my blouse and my skirt. If it's cold, I put on a cardigan.
Nice. So now you're washed, dressed, and caffeinated. Is it time for breakfast yet?
Yes, I never skip breakfast. I usually have something quick, like a bowl of cereal or some oatmeal with fruit. What about you?
I'm an eggs and toast kind of guy. I like a hearty breakfast.
Hearty. That means big and filling, right?
Exactly. It keeps me full until lunch. While I eat, I usually listen to a podcast or the news. I like to multitask.
That's a great way to use your time. For our learners, listening to an English podcast while eating breakfast is a fantastic habit.
Totally. It gets your brain into English mode early in the day.
So after breakfast, I clear the table and put the dishes in the dishwasher. Then I do a final check. I make sure I have my keys, my phone, and my wallet.
The big three. If I forget one of those, my whole day is ruined.
Tell me about it. Then I grab my bag, head out the door, and lock up.
And that is the end of the morning routine and the beginning of the commute.
Ugh, the commute. Sometimes the commute can be the most stressful part or sometimes the most relaxing. It depends on the traffic. That's so true. There are so many ways to get to work or school, and each one has its own set of commuter English phrases. How do you get to the office, Jack?
Well, I'm a commuter. That's the noun for a person who travels a distance to work every day. I usually commute by train. I walk to the station, wait on the platform, and then I hop on the 8:15 train.
Hop on. I love that. It sounds so energetic. You can say get on the train or board the train, but hop on is very common in casual conversation.
It makes it sound like I'm moving fast, even if the train is actually moving quite slowly. What about you, Emma? Do you take public transportation?
I used to, but these days I drive. My commute is about 20 minutes. I have to deal with rush hour, though.
Rush hour. That's the time of day when the roads are the busiest because everyone is traveling at the same time, usually between 7 and 9 in the morning.
Exactly. Sometimes the traffic is bumper to bumper.
Wait, bumper to bumper? That sounds like a car accident.
No. It just means the cars are so close together that their bumpers are almost touching. It means the traffic is moving very, very slowly.
Ah, okay. So you're stuck in traffic.
Precisely. While I'm stuck, I usually listen to the radio or an audiobook. It's dead time, so I try to make it productive.
Dead time. That's a great expression for time where you aren't doing much, so you fill it with something else. For our friends watching, if you take the bus, you might say, I catch the bus at the corner.
Catch the bus, right. And if you're lucky enough to live close to work, you might walk to work or ride your bike.
I'm jealous of those people. They get their daily steps in before the day even starts. So, once you arrive at your destination, whether it's an office, a school, or a shop, what's the first thing you do?
Well, I work in an office building. First, I clock in.
Clock in. Does that mean you literally touch a clock?
Not anymore. It's an old phrase from when people had paper cards they put into a machine. Now it usually means I swipe my ID card or log into my computer to show that I have started working.
Right. It's about recording your hours. I do the same. I head to my desk, set down my bag, and power up my laptop.
Power up. I usually say turn on, but power up sounds like a superhero getting ready for action.
That's how I feel after my second coffee. The first thing I do, and I bet everyone does this, is check my inbox.
Ugh, the emails never end. You sift through your emails, right?
Yes, sift through. That means to look through a large amount of something to find what is important. I delete the spam, archive the old stuff, and flag the urgent ones.
Flagging is a good one. It means you mark it as important. Then the real work begins. I usually have a to-do list for the day.
I couldn't live without my to-do list. I love the feeling of crossing something off the list.
Me too. It's so satisfying. So throughout the morning, I'm working on different tasks. Maybe I'm drafting a report or preparing a presentation.
And don't forget the meetings. It feels like half my day is spent in meetings.
Ugh, tell me about it. We have meetings, we attend meetings, and sometimes we hold meetings if we're the ones in charge.
Hold a meeting. That's a good one for leadership. And if the meeting is online, we say we're jumping on a call.
Jumping on a call. We really like the word jump in English, don't we? Jump on the train, jump on a call. It makes our boring office lives sound very athletic.
It really does. Now, after a few hours of hard work, my stomach starts to growl. It's time for the best part of the workday, lunch.
Oh, definitely. I usually take my lunch break around noon. Do you eat out or bring your own?
I try to brown bag it a few times a week.
Brown bag it. What does that mean?
It's a classic idiom. It means to bring your lunch from home, usually in a brown paper bag. It's a way to save money. I'll bring a sandwich or some leftovers from last night's dinner.
Oh, leftovers. That's a must-know word. It's the food that remains from a previous meal.
Exactly. But on Fridays, my coworkers and I usually treat ourselves and go to a local cafe. We grab a bite to eat.
Grab a bite. Very natural. It just means to eat a small or quick meal. And where do you eat when you stay at the office?
We have a break room or canteen. It's a nice place to socialize and talk about things that aren't related to work.
That's important for work-life balance. Even during the day, you need a mental break. I like to stretch my legs and walk around the block for 10 minutes after I eat.
Stretch your legs. That's a perfect way to describe a short walk, just to move your body.
After lunch, it's back to the grind.
The grind. That's a funny way to describe hard, repetitive work. But the afternoon can sometimes feel longer than the morning, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. Around 3 p.m., I usually hit a slump.
A slump? Like you fall down?
No, a mid-afternoon slump is when you feel tired and lose your energy. Your brain feels a bit foggy.
Oh, I know that feeling well. That's when I need my afternoon pick-me-up.
Which is usually, let me guess, more coffee.
You caught me. A cup of tea or coffee helps me push through the rest of the day.
Push through. That's exactly what we do. The afternoon is usually for those deep work tasks or finishing up things before the deadline.
Right, and then the moment everyone waits for, the clock strikes 5, or whenever your shift ends, it's time to wrap things up.
Wrap things up. That means to finish what you were doing and get ready to leave. I usually tidy up my desk, save my files, and shut down my computer.
I'm the same. I hate leaving a messy desk for the next morning. It feels so much better to start fresh the next day. So when you leave the office, do you say you clock out?
Yes, exactly. I clock out or head out. And then it's the reverse commute. Back into the traffic or back onto the train.
Sometimes the evening commute feels longer because you're tired, right? But sometimes I use that time to wind down.
Wind down. That's a lovely expression. It means to start relaxing after a period of excitement or worry. How do you wind down on the way home, Jack?
If I'm on the train, I'll put my headphones on and zone out.
Zone out. I love that one. It means to stop paying attention to the things around you and just relax your mind.
Exactly. I might look out the window and think about nothing for a while. It's a great mental reset. But wait, before I get home, I often have to run some errands.
Oh, errands. That's a word that confuses some people. Can you give some examples?
Sure. Running errands means doing those small, necessary tasks outside the house. For example, I might need to stop by the grocery store to pick up some milk, or go to the dry cleaners, or drop off a package at the post office.
Ah, okay. So it's not work, but it's still busy work. I usually swing by the supermarket on my way home. Swing by is very similar to stop by. It means to visit a place for a short time.
Right. I'll swing by the pharmacy. It sounds very casual. Once the errands are done, I finally pull into my driveway or walk through my front door.
That first step inside the house is the best feeling, isn't it? What's the very first thing you do when you get inside?
Well, first, I kick off my shoes. I can't stand wearing shoes in the house.
Kick off. That sounds like you're playing soccer, but it really just means to take them off quickly. I do the same. And then I hang up my coat and put away my keys.
Then comes the big transformation. I change into something comfortable. I get out of my work clothes and put on my sweatpants or loungewear.
Yes, there is nothing better than comfy clothes. Once I'm comfortable, I usually head to the kitchen to start on dinner.
Now, are you a person who cooks from scratch, or do you prefer something quick?
Cook from scratch. That means using basic ingredients instead of pre-made food, right?
Exactly. Like making your own pasta sauce instead of opening a jar.
I try to cook from scratch a few times a week, but honestly, Jack, if I've had a long day, I might just heat something up in the microwave.
I hear you. Or if I'm feeling really lazy, I'll order in.
Order in. That's when you use an app to have food delivered to your house. We also call that takeout or delivery.
Right. Let's get Chinese takeout tonight. It's a nice treat. But if I am cooking, I usually whip up a quick meal.
Whip up. You're full of great verbs today. That means to make something very quickly and easily. I'll whip up an omelet.
Precisely. While the food is cooking, I might set the table. That means putting out the plates, forks, and napkins.
And then the best part, dinner time. In my house, we try to make dinner a device-free zone. No phones allowed.
That's a great rule. It's a time to catch up with family or roommates. You ask, how was your day? Or did anything interesting happen?
Catch up. That's such an important phrasal verb. It means to talk to someone you haven't spoken to for a while to learn the latest news.
But after dinner, though, comes the part I hate, doing the dishes.
Ugh, no one likes doing the dishes. Do you hand wash them or do you load the dishwasher?
I load the dishwasher for the big stuff, but I scrub the pots and pans by hand. Then I have to wipe down the counters and sweep the floor.
You're very clean, Jack. Wipe down and sweep are perfect kitchen verbs. Once the kitchen is spick and span.
Spick and span? What does that mean?
It's a fun idiom that means perfectly clean and tidy.
I like that. Once the kitchen is spick and span, it's finally time to veg out.
Veg out. Like a vegetable?
Exactly. It means to relax and do absolutely nothing that requires thinking. For me, that usually means flopping onto the sofa and channel surfing.
Channel surfing. That's when you keep changing the TV channels to find something good to watch, right?
Yes, although these days, I guess it's Netflix surfing. I spend 30 minutes trying to pick out a movie.
We all do that. Or maybe you binge watch a series.
Binge watch. That means to watch many episodes of a show in one sitting. I definitely did that last weekend.
It's so easy to do. While I watch TV, I might snack on some popcorn or have a glass of tea.
Smack on. Nice. And sometimes, if the show's a bit boring, I might start to doze off.
Doze off. That's when you accidentally start to fall asleep while you're sitting up, right?
That's right. Your head starts to nod and your eyes get heavy, and then you realize it's time to move to the bedroom.
The sofa nap is the most dangerous kind of sleep. Once you doze off there, it's so hard to get moving again. But eventually, you have to call it a night.
Call it a night. That's a classic idiom. It just means you decide to stop what you're doing and go to bed. So when I finally drag myself off the couch, I start my nighttime routine.
This is where we come full circle. I head back to the bathroom to freshen up.
Freshen up. We use that for the morning too, but at night, it's all about washing away the day.
Exactly. I take off my makeup, if I'm wearing any, and I apply my night cream. Then I brush my teeth one last time. We have to keep those pearly whites clean.
Of course. I also splash some cold water on my face. It feels so refreshing. And I can't forget to set the alarm for the next morning.
Oh, the cycle begins again. Set the alarm. I usually check it twice, just to be sure. I don't want to oversleep.
Oversleeping is the worst. That's when you sleep past your intended time and have to rush in the morning. No one wants a hectic start to the day.
Definitely not. After the bathroom, I slip into my pajamas.
Slip into. That sounds much more comfortable than getting dressed.
It is pajamas, or PJs for short. Once I'm in my PJs, I turn down the bed.
Turn down the bed? Like you're telling the bed to be quiet?
No, silly. Turning down the bed means pulling back the sheets and blankets so the bed is ready for you to get in.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I usually crawl into bed. It feels so warm and cozy.
Crawl into bed. I love that. But I don't go to sleep immediately. I like to unplug from technology for at least 20 minutes.
Unplug. That means no phone, no laptop, and no tablet. What do you do instead?
I journal a little bit. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. It helps me clear my head.
That's a really healthy habit. I usually read a chapter of a book. It's the best way to make my eyes feel tired.
It really is. And then, finally, I turn out the lights.
And you drift off to sleep.
Drift off. It's such a peaceful way to say you're falling asleep slowly. And hopefully, you sleep like a log.
Sleep like a log. Because logs just lie there and don't move?
Exactly! It means you sleep very deeply and soundly. No tossing and turning.
That's the dream, literally. And then before you know it, the sun comes up and the alarm goes off all over again.
And that, everyone, is a full day from morning to night in English. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We really have. We talked about hitting the snooze button, commuting, the mid-afternoon slump, running errands, and drifting off.
It might seem like a lot of vocabulary, but remember, these are the words of your life. You do these things every day.
Exactly. The best way to practice is to narrate your day.
Oh, that's a great tip. What do you mean by narrate?
Well, while you're doing things, say them out loud in English. When you're in the kitchen, say, I am brewing coffee. When you're at the station, say, I am waiting for the train.
That's brilliant. It connects the action to the language in your brain. It makes the English stick.
Exactly. And don't worry about being perfect. Even if you just use simple sentences like, I eat lunch, it's a great start.
Before we go, we have to talk about one more thing. Jack, what's our question of the day?
Oh, I've been thinking about this one. Today's question is, what is your favorite part of your daily routine?
Ooh, I like that. For me, it's definitely that first cup of coffee in the morning when the house is still quiet. What about you, Jack?
For me, it's kicking off my shoes after work. That feeling of freedom.
I think a lot of people will agree with you there. Everyone watching, please leave a comment below and tell us your favorite part of the day. Use some of the new phrases we learned.
Yes, we love reading your stories. It's like we're catching up with all of you.
If you enjoyed this lesson and want to see more step-by-step English guides, make sure to give this video a thumbs up.
And share it with a friend. Maybe you can practice your morning to night routines together.
Thank you so much for spending your day, or at least part of it, with us.
You're doing a great job with your English. Keep practicing, keep pushing through, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
See ya.